Like and subscribe right now, or you're gonna have terrible luck for the next week. Megalodon has always been known as the scariest and most terrifying animal in the sea. The sea monster is huge and has jaws that could decimate a ship. The Meg, as it is often called, is the stuff that makes up nightmares. In the ancient days, stories of a wild, large whale that roamed the open waters were told by sailors to young ones. We now know that this creature of the myths was probably the Meg. Thankfully, the Meg is extinct today. Well, that's what we think at least. Recent sightings tell us that this may not be true. Today, we'll be going through 10 sightings of the Meg that may prove that it's still very much alive. Number 10. Evidence of a baby megalodon. The video shows divers minding their business in a cage, while a huge shark that is over 20 feet long swam around them. Is this huge shark a megalodon? First off, we need to know that normal sharks rarely grow as huge as this, so this is by no means a regular video. The video was published by Mauricio Hoyes, and even he didn't call the shark a megalodon. He called it the biggest shark he'd ever seen. Now, we know that even though this shark is pretty big, it couldn't possibly be an adult megalodon because they generally reach lengths of about 60 feet. So maybe it's just a baby Meg, not an adult one. What do you think? Do you think this is a baby Meg? Number 9. This looks like a big shark. A shark so big that it could be the famed megalodon of the myths. The video clearly shows a huge animal that may be dead or just resting in the ocean. It's easy to say this video is faked, but extensive tests have shown that it's actually real. The problem now is that we don't know which animal is lying on the ground. It looks huge for sure, but we don't have evidence that it's a Meg. We just know that it looks larger than anything we've ever seen. Number 8. The Meg on the coast of Brazil. Now, the Coast Guard often attaches cameras to their helicopters. This is done for record keeping and training purposes. As they approached the rescue spot, the camera caught something extremely disturbing. Just near where the swimmer was swimming for help, there appeared to be a huge shadow passing beneath the waves. It was certainly not a white whale, as the shadow was bigger than that, and it couldn't have been an orca either. There's only one explanation. It was a megalodon. Look at the video again and tell us what you think. Do you think the shadow beneath the waves was a megalodon or not? Number 7. The Megalodon versus the Kayak. This footage was taken by his friend, and it shows an impossibly large shape in the middle of the ocean. This was certainly not a normal shark, as it was too large to be one. Estimates say that the animal in this video was up to 40 feet long. That's certainly the sort of size you'd expect a megalodon to be. You could also say, well, that could be a shark. And while it's not likely, it's certainly not impossible. However, the problem with that theory is that sharks don't frequent the area that the footage was filmed in. It's basically a no-go zone for sharks. So how come there's a shark around? Could it really be a megalodon? What do you think? Let us know. Number 6. The guy with the camera. This video you're about to see was taken by a guy on a fishing boat who was just minding his business and doing his own thing. The source of the video is unknown, as we don't know where it was taken or who it was taken by. All we know is that it exists. The video started off when the guy in the boat saw a fish fin far away off his boat. The fin looked pretty big, so the guy decided that he'd keep recording. Perhaps it was going to turn out to be an exciting scene. And it was. As the fish moved closer, the camera saw the tail and captured the space between it and the fin. It was at that point that he figured this wasn't just some ordinary whale. This was a huge, huge, huge fish. And it was so huge that it could only be one thing. It could only be a terrifying megalodon. What do you think? Could this be a Meg? Let us know in the comments. Number 5. Megalodon versus whale. If you assume that Megs are still alive in the deep recesses of the ocean, it's only rational to imagine that they would clash with whales. We mean, if Megs are roaming the sea, they'll obviously have to eat, right? And which animal is better to eat than a whale? But whales will certainly not go down that easily. They'll fight with the Meg, and when that happens, they may just have someone with a camera on hand to capture it. As you may know, whales love leaping out of the water at night, and it could be an enthralling sight to see. One night, someone with a camera was capturing the beauty of whales leaping out of the ocean. But as this person was capturing the whales, he saw something entirely different leap out of the ocean as well. It was something that resembled a megalodon leaping out of the ocean with the whales. To make things even more shocking, the Meg creature managed to take a massive bite out of a whale. Number 4. The Legend of the Meg. The video you're about to see is from Friday, April 5th, 2013. The video is of a group of friends having fun on a boat and fishing. The atmosphere is calm at first and everyone seems to be enjoying themselves. Well, that was until they actually started fishing. They threw the fishing rod into the sea and caught on something. They tried pulling it up, but it wouldn't pull, and by the time night fell, they were still in the same situation. All of a sudden, the pulling became intense and the boat started to wobble. The group of friends on the boat got really scared, but they couldn't do anything. They were under attack. After a short struggle, the boat was overturned and it sank. The next morning, divers were sent to check what happened to the boat, and they found what shocked them. Apparently, the ship had been wrecked by a huge shark that was likely to be the Megalodon. So, is this video real? Well, it is, but not in the way you think. The video was actually filmed as a part of a documentary series called The Legend of the Megalodon. Even though the documentary claims that the video is real, it's not really, so it was actually acted, and everyone in the video are actors. Sadly, this is not a real video of the Megalodon. Number 3. The scientists scared of the Meg. This video is of an underground diver who was investigating the wreckage of a ship. Right at the edge of his camera is something that resembles a fin. The scientist in this video was pretty scared by what he saw, so scared that he didn't investigate further. But could this be true? Was this really a Megalodon's fin? Our answer, sadly, is no. This could have been anything. In fact, it could have been our eyes playing tricks on us. Another reason why this is probably false is because this footage was taken by a false documentary called The Legend of the Megalodon. So all of this was probably staged. However, what do you think?
Now it's time for today's best pick.
This picture was sent to us by a subscriber. If you ever come across a picture on the internet and you'd love to know more about it, send it to us. Who knows, your picture may get featured in our next video. Number 2. Unidentified sea creature. This footage was taken 5,000 feet underwater near the Gulf of Mexico. Many scientists have looked at this footage and they've not been able to tell what this thing is. All we know is that it's massive and it's the size of a Megalodon. Look at the footage and tell us what you think. Is this really a Meg, or are we just pushing things too far?
Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and you will get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it, it really works.
Number 1. Meg descendants. There are many animals who look like Meg and may have been descended from them. One of those animals is a whale shark. While out on a dive, this whale shark decided to attack this diver. The diver was very scared, and he said that the teeth of the whale shark were certainly bigger than normal. The shark was extremely aggressive, and it tried to bite the diver several times. Thankfully, the diver was able to get away. What made this whale shark so aggressive? Was it Megalodon genes, or was it something else? We know that whale sharks aren't usually so aggressive, so it definitely must have been something that we don't know. However, research has proven that whale sharks can be made aggressive by fumes coming from deodorants. So maybe that's why this whale shark got so aggressive? What do you think? Thanks guys, that's all for today. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel. See you in our next video, and stay safe.